So we are discussing about a Trimble Greenseeker, which is a handheld crop sensor. This crop sensor is used for finding the NDVI value of a crop. Based on this NDVI value, we can estimate the fertilizer that can be used and the nitrogen fertilizer rates. There is an algorithm developed by the Oklahoma State University, and based on the chart we will be using it for a different crop. So we have a safety pouch to carry the Greenseeker, and whenever there is no work, you need to protect the display, so you will be keeping the Greenseeker in the pouch, and a tag to tie it to the wrist so that it won't fall off in the ground. And then this Greenseeker is powered with a battery. This battery is very small and it's so sensitive, so you need to keep it all the time in some closed space. And when you are not using the Greenseeker, you need to kindly remove the battery from the instrument so that it won't discharge or it won't leak. And in the final, we have an estimation chart and a manual which shows you the components and how the sensor is working. This is a quick reference card, and also in the second page it will show you how to use the sensor and what readings you will get, and in the other page you will see how to use the sensor for estimating the fertilizer rate, and the chart can be used to find the NDVI values and then do the estimation. And here we have different kind of crops, the spring wheat, dry corn, barley, sorghum, all those things. So this is one quick reference card in which you can see a lot of things. And we have a USB cable. That cable is to power the battery, so you need to keep the battery in the instrument and then place the USB to a PC or a laptop to charge the battery. You should never charge the battery directly with the power supply. And this is the crop sensor. Now we have a slot for battery and the lid to cover the whole system and the display, and then the slot for charging the USB, and also another slot for remote switch. And in the end we'll have a fertilizer estimation chart with which you can see a different kind of crop, and then you can find out the fertilizer estimation. It varies with the different crops, so you need to do some research regarding how to use this and then find on different crops. Now we'll see how to fix the battery and then power on the device. So in the slot the battery should be placed properly, and it should be like the holes should go exactly and sit on the USB ports given by the battery. You can press the sides so that the battery slides smoothly inside. Even when you are pulling, you should be very careful not to pull too hard. And once you keep the lid and press the trigger, you will be seeing a display. This is a Bluetooth enabled Greenseeker, so you can connect it to the Greenseeker application in the Android and you can get the data from that. So when I'm pressing the trigger, I'm getting a red light, the infrared radiation which is coming out, and that will be reflected back and received by the instrument, and that will give you the NDVI value. As I don't have anything right now, so I'm getting a EC error, and I'll show you the battery charge, how to do it. So using the USB cable, you need to put it in the slot and then connect it to the PC or a laptop. And now we are coming to the remote switch. So when the field is too long for you and you are unable to reach, then you can fix the sensor to a extension rod of 5 feet, and then you can use it, and the remote switch will be in your hand. So when you press on the switch, the sensor will light on and it will give you the radiation or the light, red light, and the NDVI value is recorded in the Bluetooth application which you are using. So when it comes to the remote switch, you have a power switch and a 2.5 mm pin. When you press and push, the light will be coming from the sensor as the switch is on, and when you pull down, the switch gets off. So this 2.5 mm pin should be inserted into the Greenseeker slot. So when we take the Greenseeker, in the back we have a small pocket, open it and then put the pin in the slot, and once you press, it shows the red light indicating that the system is on. So if you are looking for a continuous light, you need to press the switch on and the light blinks, and it will take some average readings. So every average reading will be recorded in the Bluetooth application also. This is how you will be working with the remote switch. So if you are going for an extension, then we can have few more parts in the box, which we will be showing now. So you should be very careful while pressing or inserting and pulling out the cable. This is the extension cable which we are talking about. So this is having a male end and a female end. The male end goes to the Greenseeker and the female end goes to the remote switch. So we are adding a 5 feet pole or an extension rod, and we are fixing or tying the cable to the extension rod, and from there we are connecting one end to the Greenseeker and the other end to the remote switch. So this should be almost around 5 feet in length. So you are just inserting the 2.5 mm jack in the female and the other male jack in the crop sensor. So once that is fixed, then you'll see a light indicating that the system is active. So when I switch on the remote switch, it will start giving you the light. Here I don't have to use any kind of trigger manually. I can just switch on the remote switch and the trigger will start. So make sure you are connecting everything properly before going to the field, and do couple of checks, and then you can see how and why most of the problems are occurring. If anything, the connection is not good, then definitely it will give you no light. So you should make sure or check couple of times all the connections, and also before taking it to the field, check it in the office. So this is how it is showing, and then this is the extension for the Greenseeker to connect to a pole. This metal strap, you can use it to hold, and then the slot behind this can be used to insert the switch and also the 2.5 mm jack, so that it won't snap off when you pull it tight. And once you press it again, this will start. And I'll also show you how to fix the whole thing on a pipe in the end. So this is how we'll be fixing it, and we'll also provide rings to tighten it to the pole and the strap. So every time you should check the Greenseeker is properly fixed onto a ring. So if you are tightening this ring, then the sensor will be fixed onto the strap, and on the other end you need to fix it to the pipe. So this will be the whole setup. So I just fixed it with a tag and a strap also to a PVC pole. So I just fixed it like this. If your pole is too big, then you need to use the straps to the other end. And this is the pipe which I have fixed here, and the other pipe strap also fixed to the pipe. So the pipe is strong enough, and the other cables which has come from the Greenseeker, I just added some tags so that they won't fall off while doing the thing. And this is how you will be operating.